Okay, it's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we got a beer from Siren Craft Brew, and it is a bottle of liquid Mistress red IPA coming in at 5.8% ABV. Love that label, love the sound of the beer. I like a red IPA. I hope there's a little bit of rye in there to make it exciting, to give you that little bit of extra punch. We will see. Let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. A little bit foggy on the opening. Really nice glug as this beer is pouring out. And the beer in the glass, look at that. Really, I want to talk about the head first. It's a nice off-white, it almost got a red tinge to it. So one finger, just a bit more than the one finger, tan coloured head. That's got nicely tight compacted bubbles in that head. Nice also carbonation that's rising up the side of the glass, but the beer, it just caught my kind of concentration. I was just dazing at the beer there a little bit while I should have been talking about that carbonation. But let's show you, there's the carbonation, but the beer in the glass, that looks really interesting. It's foggy. It's a foggy looking beer. It's not clear by any means. There's quite a bit of yeast in there, suspended in, floating around in that glass. But it's fine yeast. It's not big, giant kind of lumps floating around in there. Tyres and shopping trolleys and that kind of stuff. But it's a deep mahogany red colour. I'm going to get my nose into this beer and see what we get. Ooh, yeah, and it's the reason why I get so excited by a red IPA. There's something about adding a slightly roasted malt, a darker malt, to a big hoppy IPA that I love. It's just really fruity, it's really sweet, and it's nice and biscuity with a hint of licorice. Loads of licorice in there. I'm going to dive in. Cheers. Oh. Oh. Oh my word. Stone the crows. Blimey, that is such a good beer. That is such a big, bitter, punching above its weight IPA. It's big, it's bold, it's brash, it's hoppy, it's sweet, it's bitter. The carbonation kind of rises around in the glass and in the mouth. There's chocolate, there's licorice, there's spice, there's pepper. There's all sorts of fruit flavours going on. There's from mango to lemon to orange. Wow. But the most pleasing thing for me about this beer is the mouthfeel. It's rich and thick and creamy and ever so moreish. It's not one of these beers. You can get a lot of hoppy. I was just in a previous review talking about a nice, refreshing, hoppy pale ale or an IPA and how much I like it to be refreshing. But then on the other hand, I'm also a big fan of big, thick, creamy mouthfeel beers, and this is certainly one of these. it just makes you want to drink more and more, mouthful after mouthful after mouthful. It just makes you want to, it's like a magnet to the mouth, this beer. Look at that. Just look at the quality of it. You can see the quality from here. Lovely lacing on the glass. The bubbles are chasing the beer. It's chasing that head of the glass. It's a bottle conditioned beer. Let's see if it kind of adds any more. Oh, wow. I'm going to pick up quite a few of these bottles when I go back to my bottle shop for my next order. I reviewed it, but it's very rare. Often I go into my bottle shop and I look for new things to review and I pick it up and buy it. And then there's the odd occasion where I'll go back and go, do you know, that was really good. But the reason I go back is because it's a reasonable price. I don't think this was anything more than £2.50 in 2014. So great price on the beer, great taste. And something I will be returning to. It's grapefruity, there's a lot of mango in there, there's a lot of sweetness from the malt in there, there's licorice, there's a bit of nuttiness, there's a bit of freshly baked bread in there. This beer for me seems to have everything I like in a beer in that glass. This is liquid Mistress Red IPA by the Siren Craft Brew. You must check this out, it's fantastic. 5.8% ABV. My rating then for liquid Mistress Red IPA is, I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I really like it. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Put your comments in the comments box. Please subscribe to our daily beer reviews and cheers.